Hypertension is the leading cause of cardiovascular diseases. Nevertheless, most individuals in developing countries are unaware of their blood pressure status. Here in Ghana, the prevalence of hypertension in adults is reported to range from 19 to 48% across rural and urban communities, making it the most predominant outpatient condition in the country. More worrying is the fact that about 2/3 of Ghanaian adults with hypertension are unaware of their status and so are unable to take appropriate measures to manage it. Dr. Ifua Kome is the acting programs manager for non-communicable diseases at the Ghana Health Services. She says the country recorded a total of 600,000 cases of hypertension between 2022 and 2023.
When we look at our OPD data, the number of people who come with hypertension keeps going up. Averagely between 2022 and 2023, across the country, we reported about 600,000 cases of hypertension. People coming to the health facility because of hypertension. Now, these numbers continue to worry us because we call hypertension a silent killer. It doesn't give you any symptoms at all. So by the time the person starts feeling a headache or palpitations or something like that, the hypertension would have gone on for a long time. That's how come we get the what a shocks gone too soon, because people are coming into the facility with a stroke, which is like at the end of the spectrum.
Here in the Bunu East Enclave, the region has seen a steady rise in its hypertension cases from a figure of 18,293 in 2020 to 26,318 in the year 2023. This puts the region's prevalence rate at 3.7 as at the close of the year 2023. Dr. Fred Adomakubuaten is the Regional Director of Health Services.
In 2020, the total number of cases that were recorded as having hypertension in Guinea was 18,293. For 2021, it was 21,790. For 2022, it was 23,392. And then for 2023, it was 26,318. So if you look, 2020, it was 2.8. 2021, it was 3.1. 2022, it was 3.3. And 2023, it was 3.7.
He says having a sedentary lifestyle and the high intake of salt and alcohol contributes immensely to the rise in hypertension cases in the country.
One of the things that we know that the way that they take salt is too much. So one, let's reduce our salt intake. Secondly, so this is good for people who don't have, and it's also good for people who have. Secondly, physical activity, because sedentary lifestyle. We don't engage in any physical activity at all anymore, no? It's important that you engage in. And we are not talking about going to run 100 meters or 200 meters. We want it to be an activity. You can walk briskly, non-stop, for 30 minutes a day in your house. Lastly, let's avoid excessive alcohol intake.
Dr. Ifua Kome, however, admonished the general public to endeavor towards having routine checks to enable them know their statuses early.
People assume that we are walking about, we look so strong, so we cannot be sick. It is now that you are not sick that you need to check and screen. Get a medical checkup done once a year. I don't think that's too much cost when you compare it to getting a stroke and how much it will cost you financially, emotionally, psychologically, plus productivity also goes down. So it comes as a huge burden that we should encourage people to check.
Anna Sabit, Joy News, Kintampo.